to another edition of Eagle Eye Broadcasting. Just me and Jared here today. We're a little short-staffed again. And let's have a look at your announcements. Today is the Mid-State Vocal Clinic at Battle Creek beginning at 10 a.m., concert at 5. Staff Development Day, so another K through 12 dismissal at 2:30. FCCLA meeting. Junior high will meet at 5, and the senior high will meet at 7, and there's a booster club meeting at 7.
Tuesday and Wednesday, no scheduled activities.
On Thursday, junior high wrestling tournament at Neely begins at 6, and J-High girls basketball here in O'Neill with West Holt at 6:30.
Friday, November 10th, High School Veterans Day program at St. Mary's High School. That'll begin at 10:30 a.m. and the Elementary Veterans Day program is at 2 p.m.
And on Saturday, the 11th, is officially Veterans Day.
Just some other announcements. Basketball t-shirt order forms are available. Order forms can be picked up from Mrs. Ludwig's office or Mr. Price's office. Order forms are due back on Thursday, November 16th.
The following student council members need to pay and pick up their shirts: Haley Schmeichel, Blair Langen, Michael Posey, Keegan Moore, Tucker Stagmeyer, and Alyssa Moser.
Attention boys basketball players, we will have our preseason meeting for anyone interested in going out for high school basketball Thursday, November 9th. See board by locker room for your time slot. Talk to Coach Koloff if you absolutely cannot make the meeting.
Oak Club members will be delivering Meals on Wheels the week of November 13th through the 17th. Members should please see Mr. Nick Hostert to sign up for a time slot.
And that's all we have for announcements, so we'll head on over and check out your weather. Okay, we're back with your weather. Right now it's 28 degrees here in O'Neill. Feels like 23 degrees. Wind gusts as high as 9 miles per hour. Currently 6 miles per hour out of the east. Humidity at 86%.
And this afternoon it'll get a little warmer. It'll be partly cloudy. Chance of precipitation at 20%. Winds 9 miles per hour to the south, gusting to 15. Humidity at 56.
And it looks like Monday evening and overnight we're looking to get 60% chance of precipitation, maybe some more snow on the ground. There was some this morning, so we're probably going to see some more of that tomorrow. Wind gusts as high as 19 miles per hour overnight, and humidity at 74%. Snow predicted is less than an inch.
And I think that'll do it for your weather. No sports today. So we're going to bring you another edition of the Eagle's Nest. Until next time, this is Nathaniel. This 11th is Veterans Day, so we're going to go walk around the Eagle's Nest and see what OH students have to know about this national holiday. What was Veterans Day originally called?
I don't know.
Armistice Day.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that, actually.
I don't know.
It starts with an A.
That definitely helps.
It was originally called Armistice Day. What was Veterans Day called before 1954?
Armistice Day.
Correct. You know, what president changed the name from Armistice Day to Veterans Day?
That would have been in the 50s. That would have been...
What president changed the name to Armistice Day? From Armistice Day?
Don't know.
Do you know what president changed the name?
No.
Eisenhower? I don't know.
Eisenhower. Got it. Why do we celebrate Veterans Day on November 11th?
It's the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month.
I have no idea.
Why do we celebrate Veterans Day on November the 11th?
I have no idea.
Because it was the last day of World War I.
Okay.
Why do we celebrate Veterans Day on the 11th of November?
Oh.
Why do we celebrate Veterans Day on November 11th?
It was the day to end all wars, right?
How many veterans are still in the United States?
30,000.
Oh, that's gotta be a bunch, but I don't know how many exactly.
How many veterans are still in the United States?
A lot.
But I bet it's less than 1 billion.
More than you think, probably 3.5 million.
20 million.
20 million, wow.
Yeah. What is the official flower of Veterans Day?
A rose.
The poppy.
I knew that.
What is the official flower of Veterans Day?
Rose.
Poppy.
Oh crap, I know this one. Your mom actually told me.
What is the official flower of Veterans Day?
Poppy.
Poppy, correct. Nice job.
Welcome back. Sorry we didn't have sports, we just cut right to that segment. I was doing some research and I was also waiting for Trevor, but he's not here today, so I'm flying solo. First off, your local sports. Today is Monday, November 6th. Doesn't look like there's anything going on. However, there is a whole list of open gyms for students interested in doing basketball this year. For the boys, open gym will be at the high school today, and tomorrow it will be at the elementary. I'm assuming that the girls are going to be at the elementary today and the high school tomorrow. But check with your coaches and sign up with the remind thing on your text messages, and you'll get those updates right away. For Tuesday, there's nothing going on. And Wednesday, there's nothing as well. So again, not many sporting events going on this week. Maybe some junior high basketball, but we're in between seasons here, right before basketball. So we're going to go over to some national sports news. This weekend there was a whole string of fights, you know. AJ Green and Mike Evans, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, AJ Green and Mike Evans. You know, they got in a huge fight. Bench is emptied and everything. He threw some punches at a helmet. I'm not sure how smart that is, punching a helmet. It'll probably hurt your hand more than the other guy, but it's whatever. You know, AJ Green normally doesn't get into fights, so there must have been some kind of rivalry or something that we don't know about going on there. There was another fight between Mike Evans, excuse me, it wouldn't be Mike Evans, would it? Anyway, it was between James Winston and a player on the, I can't say for sure, whoever they played this weekend, but it just looked like a misunderstanding and it just turned into a huge fight. James Harden of the Rockets, he went off the other day. He dropped 53 points, 13 assists, and just a bunch of stuff. He had a crazy night. I think he had career highs in pretty much everything. He shot over 75% from the field. So, cool statistic. No one has dropped 58 points on 25 shots since Michael Jordan in 1987, and nobody has scored 53 points shooting 75% or higher from the field since Wilt Chamberlain, and I believe that would be sometime in, probably the late 60s or early 70s. Let's see, the Redskins beat the Seahawks 17-14. Close game there. A little bit of an upset as well. There was a crazy catch. If you didn't catch it, you could just probably Google it. Redskins catch in fourth quarter. Diving catch. Was called down at the 1 yard line, and the Redskins powered it in there for the win. And well, if you didn't catch the Husker game this weekend, they lost to Northwestern by 7 points in overtime. You know, after the game, Mike Riley was talking at the press conference, and he was talking about how they couldn't run the ball, and they were really inefficient at running the ball in overtime. The thing is, you can't say you weren't good at running the ball in overtime if you never ran the ball. we passed it, I believe, 4 times in overtime. And it's kind of pathetic. I was there, and it was just disappointing, you know. It's not very often you see Nebraska being beat by Northwestern. I believe the announcer I was listening to said that we hadn't lost to them in over 20 years, that's pretty insane. And you know, the Huskers' first drive was 2 passes in a run, 3 and out. You know, Huskers have always been a pretty dominant running team, and then now all of a sudden we're passing with a quarterback that throws a lot more interceptions than the average. So that's all we have for your sports today. Tune in tomorrow for another Daily Sports broadcast, and it will be Trivia Tuesday.